I read an article on Resume Builder that 74% of hiring managers check your social media before they even offer you an interview. Bah. We know that companies want to see BAs with hustle, grit, determination, problem solving skills. They also want to see that you've got a passion for the industry. In this video, I want to talk to you about building you a powerful BA brand that gets you noticed for all the right reasons. And I want to scream this from the mountaintops. I want everybody to hear this. You do not have to have a lot of experience to build your BA brand. All right, so I'm going to continue on this article for just a moment because I think there's some stats here that we all need to recognize. So, yeah, there's a lot of hirers that are looking at your socials before they offer you an interview. Okay, I'm on that train. I'm okay with that. So, over half, 55% of these hirers are actually looking at your socials to see if you might be a good culture fit. I wonder what they're looking at to see if I fit in with their culture. Hmm. But okay, that tracks. I'm still down. I'm still down. I'm still cool. 68% of hiring managers use social media to find answers to illegal interview questions. So that means that they're looking for things like age, political activity, gender identity, your religion, your disability status, whether you're married with children. I'm I'm no longer down. And here you go. 85% of those who screen utilizing social media have passed on candidates based upon what they saw. Huh. Shoot. Now, obviously, there's some things that are kind of out of our control, but we can control some things like our brand. A weak personal brand can absolutely hold back your career. I know we aren't influencers, or are we? Maybe we are. We influence people every day as a business analyst or a product owner. And I'm not just talking about how you look or how you dress. That's a part of your personal brand, but that's kind of the obvious part. So we need to get a little bit deeper. And I want you to be able to take some real actionable steps to start developing your brand, again, regardless of your experience. So, why does it matter? A personal brand is crucial to gain trust before and after the interview. It helps you stand out from the competition and it helps you attract job opportunities. Anyone can build a personal brand regardless of experience. And if you're new to this world, focus on things like academic pursuits or volunteer work or even your hobbies. Whether you believe it or not, people are interested in you and they want to hear more about you. So here's what I'm thinking. If I want people to not snoop, I should give them a bunch of information up front. So give them what they want to see first. This way, I can control my own narrative. All right, people, first of all, you got to get that LinkedIn profile buttoned up. Seriously. Seriously. I know a lot of younger BAs are saying things like, oh, LinkedIn is for old people and, oh, it's so old fashioned. And honestly, that couldn't be further from the truth. LinkedIn has over 1 billion members, and 60% of these users are between the age of 25 and 34. So while you might not be in that age range, the person hiring you may be. So fill in your LinkedIn profile fully. So that way hirers won't look at it and think, ooh, I need to go look at other stuff. I need to know more. There's nothing here. So beyond the LinkedIn profile, you can also do a website, write a blog. It is really inexpensive to buy your own domain name, and there's tools out there that make it so easy for you to create your own website. So develop a blog, talk about things that you like to do, talk about use cases, talk about things that you see in your everyday life that relate to your profession. And honestly, if you're having trouble coming up with content, utilize ChatGPT. ChatGPT is your buddy. ChatGPT is your friend. Take the content that ChatGPT gives you and then use your own voice, make some edits and modifications. It's just a really great starting point, especially if you start blogging. Now, if you really love to write, then do that. Do some writing about how you would solve problems with stakeholders or things that happened in your day with a stakeholder. Talk about your work. All right. I hate to be, Mama Bear Sheila, but we got to talk about your socials. Seriously, we do. I know they're fun. I know you want to show your parties that you go to and your nightclubbing and all the things that you kids do these days. I get it. I understand what social media is for, but would you be embarrassed if a hiring manager saw some of those items on your social media? It's okay. You can admit it. You can. So there's no such thing as privacy anymore. We're kind of learning that here. But if you don't want to tone down your social media presence and streamline it for job hunting, think about maybe creating a job hunting Instagram account or Facebook or TikTok or whatever it is that you do as far as your socials are concerned, and put that on your resume. So I might create Sheila Hammond, BA, extraordinaire, the most awesome, and that I would put on my resume so that way it's right there. They can click on it. They don't have to go snooping. It's right there. Now, I don't do this. My socials are pretty locked down, but I'm also incredibly boring and I don't really post pictures about myself or really talk about what's going on in my life. Most of the pictures that I post are of that girl back there. Yep, I'm a dog mom. So, if you make a customized social media presence, then you can share industry articles, you can share case studies, you can share participation that you've done in events, you can involve yourself in relevant discussions, like maybe use that social to get on Reddit and go answer questions that people are asking about business analysis. And hey, I hate this part, but people always forget to subscribe. So, if you're digging the content this far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. I'd appreciate it. All right. So, this next thing that I'm going to talk about is super cool and honestly very helpful. It especially comes in handy when answering those dreaded, tell me about yourself questions in a job interview. I don't care how many times I've heard that question or how prepared I am for that question. Every time they say, tell me about yourself, I start thinking about, well, I was born in, yeah, they don't want to hear that. So, this is going to help with that. Your personal brand statement is a statement that brings clarity and focus to who you are. So it's really about your vibe. It's about what you bring to your profession. It helps you define your unique value proposition and it helps highlight your skills and the impact that you create. When you develop and memorize this brand statement, it really, really does boost your confidence. By clearly articulating your strengths and expertise, a well crafted personal brand statement can increase your confidence when you're presenting yourself professionally. I mean, you can use it everywhere. Use it in interviews, use it in your resume, your cover letter, online profiles like LinkedIn, use it at networking events, all of your social media. If you create a website, put it on your website. Just you can put it everywhere. You can use it everywhere. It's a really good thing to have in your back pocket. I know you're thinking to yourself, but Sheila, I don't know how to do it. What do I do? Because I'm all about being lazy and doing things smarter, I actually have a formula for you. So, the formula for writing about your personal brand is to first tell me about who you are. What is your role and your specialty? Then tell me about what you do. What are your skills, your expertise? Highlight like 2 to 3 core skills that are relevant to your specialization. And finally, what is the impact that you create? What's the value that you deliver? And remember, your personal brand statement is going to evolve and change over time, just as you do. So make sure that you update it regularly. Now, also to make life easy, I made a handout for this. It's gorgeous. Go download it and get 20% off of my communication course. The link is in the description. All right. So your brand isn't just how you look, act, dress, your vibe. It's also how you present yourself. So it's also about communication skills. Now, this part's really important. Embrace your brand voice. Are you playful, energetic, enthusiastic, serious? What is your voice? Something to note, don't change who you are. Don't change who you are. Don't make your personal brand statement all peppy and super outgoing and exciting if really you're a more reserved and serious person. There's nothing worse than putting yourself out there and presenting yourself in a way that isn't really you. And then let's say you get that job and you start that job and they start going, what? Who's this person? This person is not anything like what they said in the interview. Be who you are because you are amazing. Focus on being clear and concise. Get your message across quickly and efficiently. Avoid lengthy sentences and be clear and direct. Don't use a lot of fancy words. Don't go to the thesaurus to try to make this thing. Just talk how you talk. What it all comes down to is that your brand is going to help you to be seen as someone who's trustworthy and someone who's reliable, someone that people can count on, someone that has it all together, at least at work. Part of your brand could be meeting deadlines, following through on commitments, delivering high quality work. Also, part of your brand is being trustworthy. You want people to read it and know that you have their backs and that you can do what needs to get done. So, there you have it. Building a BA brand isn't about smoke and mirrors. It's not about dishonesty or deception. It's not about how you look. Building your BA brand is about showcasing who you are, what you can provide, and your passion for what you do. By taking these steps, you can establish yourself as someone who's trustworthy, and you will also be able to present yourself with a lot more confidence. And always remember, your brand is a journey, not a destination. So keep refining it as you refine yourself.